So Divya Biswal, you came here from New York, correct?
I did.
And you're traveling back home tomorrow?
I am, and then I'm going to Mexico on Monday.
Mexico, okay, nice. Hopefully you come back from that trip.
Jeez. Winter. It's here. It's arrived. I just spent half an hour cleaning off my car. Although I had accumulation of like 4 days of freezing, a bit of snow, and some freezing rain. Really didn't make it easy to take anything off of that car. Welcome to Monday of next week. I'm kind of happy the winter's here, but at the same time, I feel like winter's just this, you know, this really shitty thing.
To catch up on your vlogs and you fell even further behind, you freaking idiot.
Yeah, I fell behind. Oh, I slept all day Sunday. Alright, so for these drills, I'm focusing on something we worked on Saturday, which was keeping my hands going through the basement window. My right arm was going up above my forehead for some reason, so I'm just going to try to keep it forward. Make all the motion go forward over these hurdles. We got 5 of these 20s, and then we got 5 30s, and then 2 40s. 2 minutes rest. Ooh.
Oh, it's way better. His first steps aren't so like reachy.
No, yeah.
I feel like he naturally has a good driving knee, so whenever he thinks about driving, he thinks about staying low. Yeah. So he ends up just doing this.
And but which
that's exaggerated. Whenever he like runs normally.
So here's another interesting thing about deck that you need to focus on. Is your starts are different for every single race. Whether you're doing your 110 hurdles, your 100, or your 400, they're all different, and you have to be able to effectively switch gears from one start to the next. So that's what I'm having trouble with today. We're doing sprint starts without hurdles, but we're doing hurdles on Saturday, so I'm still kind of in my mind on hurdles, and I'm trying to push through my first 3 steps way too hard for a regular sprint. So all I have to do is kind of like shut down the thought process and just do it. Just run. Shorten up my steps, don't be pounding the ground. But yeah, something to definitely think about. You have to switch from event to event to event to event, and sometimes you forget. That's what I did today. Buddy Coco coming back to life. So I don't know if I've ever talked about shot put technical on this vlog before. I want to point out what everybody's doing right, wrong, mostly right though. I want to focus on some positives. Matty has had to switch completely to rotational. He hurt his back last year and couldn't really compete, so he's been changing some things up. Matty struggles with kind of hitting a proper block at the moment, but he's working on it and he's getting better every day, which is nice to see. So Tolu has a very nice release. He's very good at getting the ball out. He's got a decent starting position. Sometimes he throws early, but he's been working on that a lot.
Telvin focuses a lot on the way he makes his straight line from his foot to his hand and actually properly transfers the energy to it. That's why so far he's been the best thrower in our group at the moment. And then there's me. I think I can throw around 13 if I put all the pieces properly together. I tend to throw a little too early and I'm not patient enough with the ball, but I do have a very quick release, which is very nice. And I think I get across the circle pretty well. My issue is I tend to have my base a little too wide when I land, and I can't really get underneath myself, not really getting the power to the end of my hand.
You guys ever do public speaking? I'm not a fan of it, and I did it on Saturday, and it didn't go great, but it kind of went. It just happened. It's not the same as vlogging at all. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. There's this one memory I'm going to share with you from last year. Okay, so that lift was very different from heavy lifts. The point of that lift was to get our body weight on the bar and pull it up properly and efficiently. So we were supposed to do it fast and get all the motions right. So I'm only putting 185 tops on the bar for the cleans, and then just making sure I get the motions all perfectly right. So in our next meso, when we decide to go really heavy, I have the motions and the muscle memory from like years past, and we can lift as heavy as we need to for competition season. December 1st, 2nd is our first meet, and I am very excited. Yeah, you look like a pilot.
These are like pilot gloves, right?
Yeah.
Thanks so much, bro.
Desert Boots, pilot
Can you
gloves,
Photoshop
Canada
the
Goose?
goggle on in the hat?
Yo, I can totally.
And then, no, yeah, you have to get the...
These, the two right?
Mayday.
Bro, what?
Top gun. I'm Ross Tam, one of the main key players in the Ottawa Lions. Gonna ask him about his award.
Rostam Turner. Let's hear your comments on the banquet. It's your first Ottawa Lions banquet, and I just want to hear your thoughts and comments on it.
Give me some. Okay, yeah. Okay, now go.
What are your thoughts and comments on the banquet?
Did you have fun?
All right, moving on.
Make sure to hit him in the face.
We're gonna check in with Zach Kevion next. Follow me. Zach Kevion.
Give me.
This is your.
Yes.
This is your. How many banquets have you been to in your lifetime?
100. 35. Okay. 25.
Wow. And where does this rank out of the 25?
Definitely in the top 10.
Nice.
Potentially the top 3. In terms of banquets, top 2.
Wow. Riveting. What's the name of your Instagram handle?
Well, there's Divya Bisbal, and there's also Bisbal Squared, which features both of us. Twins. And we just want to take you on our journey and help you understand the miserable life of being a twin.
And Rostam, what are your thoughts on this Instagram account? Camera shy.
I would just like to say that One Track Mind gives me the most joy on every bus ride I take to practice in the city, and I really hope you explode and become an Instagram and YouTube sensation like you deserve to be. Ditto.
You know what? Like it's tough that she doesn't consider us already a sensation, but that stings a little bit.